edition of Money Mentors is sponsored by Mattson Financial. Outside of a moment here and there, it seems like the market has just continued to climb. There have been plenty of benefits to that, but are you protected in case it goes south? That's what we are discussing today with Gary Mattson and Laurel Stewart, the father-daughter team with Mattson Financial. Mattson is a full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area. Gary and Laurel are also popular radio show hosts, doling out all that advice, especially for us week after week. I thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's talk about why having protection as a part of your plan is an important thing to do.
Well, that's the thing is, when you're in your 20s and 30s, you can afford to take on that risk because, like we say, you have time on your side. But when you're nearing retirement, being in your 50s and 60s, you no longer have time. If 2000 and 2008 come again, that big storm, can your portfolio weather that? And so that's a big concern. We want to make sure there's the balance.
Yeah. So at what point do you begin to take less risk? Is there a number on that, an age point?
Well, we like to look at about 36 months or 3 years out if you're getting ready to retire. If you have the money then the numbers work, that's where you want to protect that downside. So I'm more concerned about a 20% loss than I am a 5% gain. So that's why we look at it from that standpoint and graduate through that, saying we're going to be looking now, instead of contributing, diversifying and then taking income. So getting those paths changed over is very important.
So you're looking at protection and growth. Is one more important than the other? Is a combined plan the best?
Yeah, so everybody's a little bit different. Some come to us and say, I still want a lot of growth even though I'm going into retirement.
Yeah.
Some say, no, I'm pretty conservative. I've worked really hard for these dollars and I want to keep them. And so there's always a little bit different of a mix, but it's really important to make sure you do have both. That way you don't have to worry about the market and the downside. When that happens, you're still going to have your steady paycheck coming in. But also you want to make sure that you're keeping up with inflation and getting through retirement. So you need to have some of both.
So it's not protection or growth, it's protected growth, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's a fine balance of being conservative with your plan, but also being aggressive enough to make it worthwhile?
Yeah, here's what we're talking about, having a plan that's prudent for you. In other words, that we want to have a plan that you're getting the income, but like Laurel said, is that when the market goes down, you're not taking extra dollars out of the losses. So if you have a 20% loss in the market and you're still taking that $1 out, you're now taking 120% just to give that $1. You will run out of money if you don't have that protection for income flow throughout retirement.
You guys have talked about this before, that running out of money is the biggest fear that people have about their retirement years. Do you see that happening very often?
With our clients, obviously we don't, because we work that plan out.
Yeah.
But that's where we see that people that don't have a plan in place, looking at from the standpoint maybe they're paying too much in fees, taxes, or not being well diversified, and that market corrects, they've got nowhere to go.
So what happens when I don't know if you call them or they call you, and say, I need your help, I'm out of money, I'm retired. What do they do?
Well, we don't want it to get that point. So most of the time they come to us and say, hey, I've lost 30-40% of my portfolio. I've heard you on the radio, or a family member said that you're really good at this. Can you help us get it back on track? And that's exactly what we do. We look at it from a standpoint, all 4 pieces of the puzzle, look at their taxes, look at their estate plan, risk management, all the insurance pieces, and then look at the investments and income. And maybe we just tweak them a little bit here and there. Maybe you get 1.5% better in fees, maybe 1.5% better return. Maybe we save you 2% in just taxes. Well, that's 5% extra income you could have going through retirement.
You have something special for our viewers.
Yes, so we'd love to invite you into the office, have a cup of coffee with us and some freshly baked cookies. That's our favorite.
We've had your cookies,
yes.
We know this.
And just have a conversation and let's talk about your dreams, goals, and desires and set up that retirement plan.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that sounds good to you, or you're kind of sitting on the fence and wondering if you're appropriate for this kind of thing, you need to reach out to these guys at Mattson Financial. If you want to make sure you have the correct amount of protection and growth for your retirement, Mattson Financial has a great offer today. Right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they're offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow them to sit down with you, analyze where you are right now, and discuss your best steps to prepare for successful retirement. The number to call, 616-514-3831. And again, this offer is good to the first 5 callers. As always, terrific advice, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.